I said I was going to do this today. I'm a little delayed, but I'm doing it because I said I was going to, and I want to keep my word. So I'm going to let you guys come in. I'm making tea. I really want to drink coffee, but I'm going to drink tea. Aren't you proud? Yeah. I almost didn't want to do this. Wait till I tell you why. If you're watching live, hashtag live. If you're watching a replay, hashtag replay. And if you hear something tonight that blesses you, please share this. We want to spread the word. Let people know. Okay, I got some kind of sleepy time, sweet dreams tea. So I figured after I'm done drinking this, that I could sleep sweetly. And I have a surprise. I can't wait to show you something that I just bought from my friend. It's right here. I'm going to show you in just a moment. So I'm going to let a little bit of music play. Come on in. Hashtag live if you are watching live. Hashtag replay if it's the replay. Well, it should be live right now if you're watching. Don't leave. I'm going to share something with you. I don't know that I've ever shared publicly before. You probably won't even believe me when I tell you, hey, I see that like. Share this. Start asking people to do stuff. Please share this. Tell the world. And I got this really pretty cup. You know, I like pretty coffee cups. Hey, Jane. It says, hello, beautiful. If you're a guy, hello, handsome. Hello, beautiful. I know it's backwards. Just get a mirror in your mind. Okay, I'm going to stir up my honey here. I'm going to turn the song off in a minute. I pay for this music, Facebook. I pay money. So don't be shutting me down. Can you say that? Can't say that. Don't shut me down. I paid for this. We're going to get started here in just a second. I'm going to talk to Jane tonight. Jane's here with me. It's been me and you, girl. Let's talk. This is way later than I wanted to do it. I want to do it like 9 o'clock. Next time, I was doing something really important. Oh, nice and sweet. Sweet dreams, sweet tea. If you're watching live, type in live. I like to see that. Then I know who watched it live and who didn't. And wait till I show you what I have right here. You can't wait. It's going to be so pretty. I can't wait to show you. Okay, I'm almost at the end. By the way, I got my hair at a black-owned beauty supply. I know, yeah, if you guys didn't know, that's not my hair. We just put it on. At a black-owned beauty supply here in Lee Summit. It's called Your Beauty Supply. It's right off of 2nd Street, so you should go see them. James and Vanessa are amazing. If you know them, send them some love. Yeah, Jane. Okay, this song is almost over. I'm going to start turning it down. Mini producer. Okay. So I'm here because I said I was going to be. And my friends that said they were going to watch are probably asleep. But that's okay. Hello, beautiful. I'm going to share something with you. Before I do, let me show you this, what I bought today. These little moths. I'm going to kill you. Oh, yeah, you're about to die. Ugh, they're so ugly. Hold on, you guys. You're going to die slowly. What's up, bro? I think I got it. You don't get to fly around in my house at night. Out of here. Get out of here. Okay. All my friends that were going to watch this, they're probably asleep, but you all are awake with me. Look what I bought today. Look. Isn't that pretty? Oh, I like pretty things. Look at it. It's shiny. It's pretty. It's beautiful. It's a big heart. Me and Alan have a joke about big old hearts. Can't tell you that online. You got to call me if you want to know the joke about big hearts, big old hearts. Look at that. Pretty heart. Style Therapy, my friend. This is not sponsored. I like it. It's mine. I want you to go get one too and support my friend. I don't charge for that stuff. We should just support each other. It's easy. Just buy one. It's good. You can have one. You can wear one too. All right, let me tell you. I still struggle sometimes with being my full whole self. No, actually, I'm much better than I used to be. But there were times where I would pull back from being my full self because of past rejections, because of things that happened when I was younger with other friends and things. And I had to learn to overcome that. I'm going to tell you who helped me. 2 people. Well, okay, 3. Well, let's start with God. God always helps. But the people that he sent to help me specifically, Coach Fardbell and Coach Steve Bacon, they're like, we need you to be your full self, Letitia, because there are people who need you. And I want to encourage you like they encourage me, because someone needs you to be your full self and to stop hiding behind whatever it was that maybe hurt you, or whatever fear you may have about how people are going to react if you do something in particular that's maybe been on your heart, your pretty fancy heart, that you haven't done yet because you're afraid of what people are going to say. Have you ever felt like that? Like, ooh, if I do a live at 11 o'clock, what are they going to say? Oh, well, my live, my page. Stop. Don't worry about it. It's okay. Somebody's up watching. Somebody's here tonight. I would be afraid. I remember when I was younger, I got really good grades, and I was just about to leave from Maryland to move to California. We moved from one state to from one side of the country to the other. My mom and dad wanted to have a better life in California, and I think they accomplished that. They did a good job. But I meant I had to leave toys, I had to leave family, we had to leave friends, and at 9 years old almost, that was a little hard. I was like, oh my gosh, you don't know what to do. And I'm thinking, I'm gonna go to California, and they're gonna be palm trees, and they're gonna be movie stars. This is what I'm thinking as a little kid. It can be all this stuff. It's gonna be California, because that's what California looks like on TV. Well, I got there, and there were palm trees. And the first time I saw a movie star was in Hollywood, on the ground. The little stars that they have when you walk down Hollywood Boulevard or whatever. There were no movie stars in Bay Point, which was West Pittsburgh, California at the time. They weren't there, but I remember it was right before I left. It must have been a weekend or two before I left. And I won't tell you their name because maybe they're on Facebook, maybe they remember. But we were out. It was just me and some of my girlfriends, young girlfriends. We were sitting on this bench at the park. That's when you could just be young and be out and come back when the street lights came on. And we were sitting outside, and one of the ladies, who was about a year older than me, a year older in like 5th grade, and I was in 4th, she said, I just always remember this, I don't know how you could be so goofy and get straight A's. And she made me feel bad for being smart. She made me feel bad for being goofy. And I'm still goofy if you haven't noticed. And I just held on to that. And there were other times where I felt bad for trying to be my full self. Felt bad because I was smart, or I could speak Spanish, or I could do a number of things. And so I would just not always tell everybody everything that I did, because I felt like they were going to think, you think you're all that. You ever hear that before? She thinks she's all that. She thinks she's so this, she's all. And I had to realize, and I don't know if you've ever dealt with any of that, but I had to realize that I couldn't let those things stop me from being my full self. It's okay to be who you are. It's okay to be a singer, or to be smart, or to be good at whatever you're good at, or to even grow from wherever you are to where you want to be. And I had to learn. And I think part of it is just maturity. As you get older, you start realizing like what's really important in life. All the things that we thought were so, you couldn't live without it, you couldn't do without it, that kind of stuff. You just learn that, well, you know, as long as I got food, I got a place to stay. Thank God I have family. If something ever happened, they would never let me live on the street. Man, there's so many things to be grateful for. And some of the little things that I used to be upset about, or that we would get mad about or nitpick about, then people start passing away. Like some of my friends that I went to college with, and you're like, dang, life is more than these little things that we get all upset about. And so then you realize that, especially when you put it in the perspective of God, that there are people who need me to be my full self. And I learned from Coach Bell and Coach Bacon that there were people who were waiting. And there was this analogy that Coach Bell gave me that really helped me. And specifically as it relates to business, he said, Letitia, there are people, he says, it's like there's this wall. And right now, you're at the bottom of the wall, and you're pushing people up from the bottom. You can push them up from the bottom. He says, but how much more impactful would it be if you're at the top of the wall, pulling them up and over, like the position that you're in, to help people out of whatever situation they are in. And that, although I didn't do it right when he told me, ask him, you got to ask him for yourself how long it took me before I finally started taking action on the things that he said. He is like, it's night and day. When we first started coaching, I was not coachable, only a little bit. I kind of listened. I sometimes did what he said. And finally, I started trying what he said and doing a little bit more and taking another step. Before you knew it, it was like whoosh, right? And so if you talk to him now and you ask him, what's the difference between Letitia when you first started coaching her to now? He's going to tell you it's like night and day. He's so happy. He's so proud of who I'm becoming. And Coach Bacon, both of them have different styles. They both helped me because I used to think that what I was doing was less than what it was, that I had to define my success by someone else's success. And I realized that I didn't. That success for me was my decision and my definition. And Coach Bacon helped me with that one time. I was telling him how much money I had made for that particular year, and I kind of made it like it was not that big of a deal. And he was like, from home, part-time, as a mom? Do you know how many moms would want to make that much money from home working for themselves? And I was like, yeah, right? So I'm like, oh, I never thought of it that way. But trying to be anybody else never works. I am me. I am goofy. I am silly. I love with my whole heart. Look at my big old heart. Style Therapy. Yeah, Lynette gave me this. Well, I bought it. I had to be, it's just more comfortable for me to just be me. And I know there are times when you're in situations where you have to be reserved or you have to be professional, or you have to be whatever, but I still have learned to just be my real self, authentic, truthful. And when I finally stopped worrying, and I still struggle sometimes in my mind, like I almost didn't do this live. I was like, I'll just do it next week, because there's a little bit of fear in you, right? Of mostly, what are people going to think? What are they going to say? And when I finally stopped doing that, things started opening up. One of the biggest moves I ever made was last year. And some of you have been following, so you may know some of it. And if you're watching live, type live in the chat for me so I can know you're here. For 16 years in my business, I had not moved to this top position that everybody was seeking after. I had not ever done it. And I made a really bold decision. Thank you, Jamar, Lady JJ. I made a really bold decision to go into our Facebook group in front of the whole company, 33,000 people, and declare that I was going to go to this next level up, and that I was going to do it that month, and that I was going to tell everybody what my numbers were throughout the month. That was a big deal for me to put myself out there in front of the whole company and just be like, here's who I am, here's what I'm doing, here's the numbers that I have, and just tell them. Oh, it's so freeing. And I told them almost every single day, I made this much, this many sales, or this much premium, and this much whatever, and I did it almost every single day. And the goal, for those who understand premium, the first goal was $700 in premium. Oh, what is that? Let's see, for about 14-ish sales. I got 279 that first month. So I missed it big time. But you know what was the best thing about it? That I had told everybody that I missed it. So I came back, I was like, hey everybody, I missed it. But it was freeing because I decided that I was going to do something bigger, that I was going to do something better, and that I wasn't going to be afraid for everybody to know. It's like the vulnerability at its best. My phone's going to die after a while. Let's see how much time. Okay, I got a little bit of time. And so I did that. I got really bold. I did a little hashtag, be bold, go for it. And I did that every single month. So that first month I got 200 and something. Michael, is my charger down there? Is my black charger down there? My phone charger, if it is, can you bring it, please, so my phone doesn't die while I'm talking on live? You're the fastest kid in the house. And so I put that in there. 279 that first month. The second month, I went for it again because I had missed it. It was supposed to be 700. I got 404. I missed it, but I kept putting my numbers out there. And then the third month, I hit it. And I hit it earlier.
No.
Oh, great. Where is it? Is it in the car? You don't care. My phone's gonna die. Where is my charger? Can you get my cord out of the car? My other long cord? Anyway, sorry you guys. Ladies and gentlemen. I missed it, but I finally made it that third month. And for the first time, I hit this level that I never hit before. And then I exceeded it, and I worked with my team. And then the following month, I got to the top position. I had never gotten there before. And there were all these people in the company who were just like me, who had been around 10, 15, 16, however many years. And they too, can you say they too? They too, or they hadn't hit that level ever before either. But because I was bold and because I was willing to put myself out there, they felt like they could go for it too. Thank you, Michael Charles. You're the best.
And I was almost first place.
Oh no! I got some candy for you. Would that make you feel better?
First place.
Oh, Michael, I'm so sorry. I didn't do it on purpose. I'm sorry. Hold on, don't leave me. I gotta charge my phone or you guys won't even hear me anymore. And Michael was almost first place. I made him die. There's candy down there, Michael. Oh, 1%. I just made it. And those people were like, because you put yourself out there, they felt like they could go for it too, because they found someone who was like them, who wasn't afraid to tell them that they were like them. I don't know how many people, some of these people I never heard of before, like, hey, I've been around for this long too. How did you do that? Well, it was scary. It was scary because I'm always worried, what are people going to think? But I did it, and it became one of the best things I ever did. And it started this whole thing, like people post their numbers all the time now. And we started something, and this month makes a year since the first time I did that. And every month for this whole year, I put that out there. That was so incredible, and it was so freeing. But what I wanted to just tell you is that there are people who need you to be who God created you to be. There's something about you that makes you you. You can't be me. That's taken. But I can be me. I can be my best me. I can have energy. Oh, good, Jane. If I'm just talking to at least one person, then that matters. Every one person that you help, it spreads from there. Because if one person can be free, then more people can be free. So thank you for telling me that. If I can just be me, if I can just allow God to use me the way He uses me, it just feels better. And people are attracted to that. Not that they want to be like me necessarily, but they want to be themselves too. So when you are you automatically give someone else permission to be themselves. And how much more freer is that? That's better. That's better. So there are people who need you to be you, because there's something about your story and what you've done and how you've done it and who you are and where you come from and the background that you have. It is liberating. That connects to them, that inspires them, that they relate to. And I think the biggest problem that we have is that we worry about the haters more than we worry about those who need us. Please, if you compare, there are never more haters than there are the people that love you. And even if there were, the love that the people have for you that love you is way stronger and more powerful than any amount of hate that someone may have or you think they have for you. A lot of times the haters don't really hate you. They're just maybe, you don't ever really know. Maybe they might really hate you. There are some people that will really, they just do for whatever reason. But I want to give them love anyway because they need it. Haters need love, so give it to them. Just give them love anyway. I remember there was this one lady one time at McDonald's. I don't know if she'll ever see this. She was mad. And I don't know what she was upset about, but she was mean. And I just showed her love. And I was like, are you okay today? How's it going for you today? And that doesn't always work, by the way. And she was like, man, I just moved here and these people are getting on my nerves and they're doing all that. And I just showed her some love and she became my friend. She was my McDonald's friend because she was like a manager or whatever. And I kept seeing her at these different McDonald's and she was always super nice to me. She gave me like extra fries. She did all this stuff because I showed her love. So show those haters some love. Don't worry about the hate. They need love. Everybody needs love. Everybody, whether they admit it or not, wants to be loved. And so stop worrying so much about haters instead of the people who actually need to hear you. They're missing out because you're worried about people who don't maybe even care about you. There are people who want to hear what you have to say and the way you have to say it, or want to see what you have to do and the way that you do it. And those are the people I'm here for today. Those who Jane said that she said this is for her. That makes me happy. If it's one person, that matters. And if it was just for me, that matters too. Yes, love does conquer all, and it covers a multitude of sins. That's what the Bible says. So don't worry about haters. And the other thing I wanted to tell you is that sometimes we don't do things because someone else is doing it. Like, oh, I don't know if I should sing because someone else is already singing, or someone else already made a single with that song, or someone else already made they already make cakes, or they already make coffee, or they already make whatever. But you have to remember there's a special touch that you have that people want. Dunkin' Donuts didn't stop creating their coffee because Starbucks had coffee. Two totally different crowds, two totally different things. Because Starbucks doesn't sell donuts, but Dunkin' Donuts does. They sell donuts and coffee, and that's what they do. Starbucks has this whole culture thing, this whole connect thing. It's a whole nother place. It's different, but they both sell coffee. McDonald's sells coffee. Well, listen, I'll drink coffee from Dunkin' Donuts, Starbucks, and McDonald's, and the local coffee shops. Coffee is coffee. I didn't drink it tonight. I got tea. But don't stop being or doing what is on your heart because someone else did it or has done it. You may have a different way, or there's something, the way that you do it that's going to be better. So those people aren't you. That's the difference. You make the difference. It's the you factor. Somebody probably made that up. It's the you factor. And when you rise, you can help other people rise, and you can give them permission to rise as well. And we can all win. That's the other thing. There's plenty of room for everybody to win. I want you to win. I want everybody to win, genuinely. So I'm not upset if my sister wins. I'm celebrating my sister, Lynette. Yes, I'm not selling hearts. I'm gonna buy them though. I like these hearts. I'm buying that because I want to support her. I bought this nail polish from this lady. It's called Riso. It changes colors. Naomi loves it. When you put it in the hot water, it turns pink, and you put it in the cold water, it turns purple. Because I wanted to support her business. Naomi's all excited about it. I got that one and I got this one. Why not? Let's support each other. And support doesn't always mean buying, but it means celebrating. I got my friend's book. April, she just wrote this book called Woman on Fire. Yes, I celebrate you, April. I'm gonna make a video about it. I'm gonna celebrate. I celebrate others because that's how you win for real. Genuinely caring about other people winning, that's a good thing. The main point today is when I started really deciding that it didn't matter what all the other people were saying, it's hard though. I know it's hard. It's hard for me sometimes not to worry about what other people are thinking, because that's just kind of how we're wired. Some of us, at least. You're just like, oh, what are they going to say? What are they going to think? You got to just be like, I'm here to please God. If I'm doing this and it brings glory to God, good to go, right? The way that we do things, how we say it, the intent that we have. So I celebrate you. I hope that you'll take those first steps, and whatever it is that you're starting to do, you can get better. But the only way to do that is to actually start, and you're going to learn something along the way. Every time I miss a goal, I can go back, as my friend told me. I said, man, I missed it. And Coach Bacon said to me, what did you learn? I was like, that is such a good question. What did I learn? And then you can take that lesson and bring it over into that next opportunity that you have to go for it, to be bold and to go for it. So what did I learn? So take those steps. Public speaking, I learned in the last like year and a half, 2 years that I really like it. That's why I'm going to be here. I'm going to be here on Tuesdays with Tish. This is like new, because then I'm like, oh, should I do this with Tuesday with Tish? I'm thinking, oh, they're gonna be like, what does she think she's doing? Why is she doing that? We already got people talking. Everybody's talking. Everybody goes live on Facebook. The things that get in your head are like, oh well, whatever. I want to talk. It's my channel. I'm gonna come on here. I'm gonna talk, and somebody's gonna listen. You guys are here to listen. Yes. I'm gonna drink my tea. Get your tea. Bring your tea. Next week I'm gonna do it 9 p.m. Central. And come back and talk about something else, because I like to talk, and that's a gift that God gave me, the gift of talking. So I'm going to do it, and I'm going to do it. And the way I'm going to do it is to encourage you. That's what I do. I encourage people. So I don't know what you're going for or what you might be afraid of, but drop that in the chat, something that maybe you're taking that first step towards. I want to hear it. I also want you to share this. I'm going to start asking people to share. If you're watching this live, type live so I can see. Oh, look, there's more people. Yes, I'm talking to her. It's liberating. Glad to share this. You're talking. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. So I came here today because I told my friends I was going to do it. I did it. And so now I'm going to drink the rest of my sleepy time tea. Hello, beautiful. And my beautiful cup from Carla, who does Mary Kay, like you, Jamar. Jamar does Mary Kay. It's all pretty. I had some on earlier. I think it's wearing off. But I love you all, and I'll see you online, and I'll see you next Tuesday. Tuesdays with Tish, 9 p.m. Central is what I'm going to go for. And, you know, don't be afraid to try something. And if it doesn't work, you can adjust it. And if you don't like it, you don't have to keep doing it. You got the power. I got the power. By the way, before I go, aside from this beautiful heart that I bought, look at this chicken. We got this at the dollar store. And it's so funny. I'm going to find a way to use this. So maybe we'll say, don't be a chicken. Listen, you can squeeze it and it makes noise. I know. I told you I was goofy. I'm going to be me. This is my life. Don't be a chicken. It's not as loud as it was. And you know, when I went to the Dollar Tree, they said, we're surprised at, you guys are laughing. Good. Laughter, fun, and inspiration. So we're surprised at how many of these chickens we've been selling. People really like this thing. It was $1. I don't know if your dollar store has it, but mine did. I figured I'd find something to do with it. All right. I'm out of here because it's going to be midnight in a minute. I'm going to take this wig off and this lipstick and my big old heart. Bye, everybody. See you next time. Bye. Thanks for joining.